Y'all, it's Kamikaze MMA, coming back for another video. RDR is the goofiest goober of all time. Might take the belt off the second goofiest goober of all time. And I'm talking about DDP. DDP is the second goofiest goober of all time, apparently. I don't know how RDR can win a fight, but let's get into this, y'all. We went 8-4 on predictions, not terrible. Picked a bunch of good underdogs for it. So, first off, Martin Budai just dismantles Marcus Buchecha. Marcus could only get one takedown. I thought it was a closer fight than people were giving Marcus credit for. I thought it was closer. I was going to pick Martin Budai, and then I just decided to pick this other dude by submission because he looked good on the regional scene, but nope. Heavyweight shit. Heavyweight is the fucking worst division ever established on anything. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got for heavyweight. We got just shit fighters all the time. Moving up, Muhammad Yahya versus Stephen Gwen. Am I crazy, or is Jason Herzog deserved to get some repercussions for this fight? This fight should have been stopped after the third knockdown. And Stephen Gwen should have had a walk-off KO, but no. Jason Herzog wanted this dude to die. He wanted Muhammad Yahya to die in the octagon. Also, I would just like to say, when I was watching this fight, the person I was watching this fight with, I told them, I said, you see the swelling? That swelling is so bad because the orbital bone didn't even fracture. There was no facial fractures. That's why the swelling got so bad. You can fact check me if you know who I watched it with, which you don't, so you can't really fact check me. But I did say that. I said he didn't break an orbital bone. It looks like he did, but he didn't because the swelling's too bad for that. The swelling wouldn't have been that bad if he broke an orbital bone. I was fucking correct. He didn't break no facial bones. I knew it. But, yeah. Terrible ground and pound from Stephen Gwen. We all know this. But, good fight. He gets knocked down in the first. I don't know whether they didn't have a knockdown for Muhammad Yahya, but Stephen Gwen gets knocked down like with 2 minutes into the fight, or maybe not even that late. It was quick, from what I remember. Ibo Aslan versus Billy Alicana. Predicted this fight perfectly. Easy fight to predict. Ibo Aslan slow. If he doesn't land a clobbering right hand on you, you're winning. Billy Alicana's just faster, like I said. Moving up, Amanda Ribas versus Tabitha Ritchie. Tabitha Ritchie lands a weak-ass elbow to the eye socket. That hurts, I know, but shouldn't be a finish. You shouldn't be a high-level martial artist if a elbow like this, like that kind of elbow, can put you out. And it didn't even put her out. She just landed right here, which, yeah, that fucking sucks. Get over it. I mean, honestly, that fucking sucks, but get over the elbow. It's whatever. I think that was a terrible thing to go down for. Definitely not concussive whatsoever. Probably hurt like hell, but bro, you're a fucking fighter. I'm sorry. Like, unless you're getting concussed, you should not be going down like that, I think. Moving on. Tabitha Ritchie looked good. Tabitha Ritchie was winning the whole fight. Her grappling looked good. Her striking looked good. So, yeah, she was winning the whole fight, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Davey Grant versus Damon Blackshear. Bro, come on, bro. Come on. I don't dislike Davey Grant. This dude's probably one of the best bantamweights on the planet, actually. If we're being real, I mean, he didn't lose to Daniel Marcos. 70-49, come on. Daniel Marcos got a single takedown. Come on. This dude hasn't lost since when? Maybe to Adrian Yanez or Marlon. All right, my fucking camera went out, so that was fucking shitty, but whatever. I was just saying Davy Grant is probably one of the best bantamweights on the planet. So I guess Damon Blackshear losing to him is whatever. He's not though. Damon Blackshear barely fucking threw a punch. He looked like he was gun shy the whole fucking fight. Cool. I got that fight wrong, clearly. Moving on, Muslim Salikov versus Carlos Leal. I got this fight fucking perfect. Not perfect. I actually did not get this fight perfect at all. Muslim Salikov just lands a right hook, I think, or a left hook. Right, I think it was a right hook because he landed. Yeah, I think it was a tight right hook. Carlos Leal looked shit, which I fucking said. I was like, this dude beat Alex fucking Morono, who is completely horrible at fighting. And then he basically almost beat Renat, who Renat's not that good, bro. Is Renat even still in the UFC? Like, genuinely, this dude's not that good. Come on. Picking him because he almost beat Renat Fakhretdinov when this dude... fuck. Muslim Salikov, Song Kanan, Santiago Ponzinibbio, and then Randy Brown got him. Randy Brown's good, bro. Come on. Randy Brown's way higher level of competition than fucking Renat. Come on. Easy pick. Easy pick. I think I was the only person picking against Carlos Leal, and I got it fucking on the money. No, I didn't. I picked him by decision. But I did pick him. I did pick Muslim Salikov, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Bryce Mitchell, with possibly the most boring fight I've ever seen in my life. But it was fun for me. If you like Bryce Mitchell, that was fun. Bryce Mitchell, like Guru said, is the only fighter that could have done this and I would have not been completely just like yelling at my TV. So, good win from Bryce Mitchell. Actually, terrible win from Bryce Mitchell. Please, someone teach him how to throw a single ground and pound shot. Just a single one. You know, you're allowed to elbow in the UFC. You're allowed to punch your opponent on the ground. You're allowed to... Oh, he knew he could knee to the hip. I don't know if he knew he could knee to the body on the ground. He was kneeing him to the hip. What the fuck is that going to do, Bryce Mitchell? What the fuck is that going to do? I don't want to stay on this fight much. Nikita Krylov, Bogdan Guskov. I picked Bogdan by late first round, early second round finish. He gets it done in the late first. Nikita Krylov. When this fight started, I thought Gene Silva just got on the card randomly. With the shaved head, he looked like Gene Silva. I don't know what else to say. He just looked a lot like Gene Silva. And I was like, wait, is Gene Silva on this card? What? I was like, how did I miss this? They just put him on like just earlier today. So that was fucking bizarre. But whatever. Moving up, Asu Almabaya versus Jose Ochoa. Yeah, I mean, this was just Asu just shooting at the legs for dear life, which kind of was Bryce Mitchell too, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. Moving up, Sharapoutin Magomedov versus Marc-Andre Berriut. I thought Sharapoutin was about to put him out cold, and then I thought Sharapoutin was about to get put out cold. Actually, one of the best fights I've ever seen. I think this fight is getting severely underrated. Bloody mess. Sharapoutin's nose break was one of the most brutal nose breaks I've ever seen. I don't even remember Marcus McGee breaking his nose in the fight, but apparently he did. But when Mark broke Shara's nose, you could just see it just... It was like hanging out here. And then it looked like he landed a left hand that put it right back in the middle at the end of the fight. Oh my gosh, I need to look at his face again. Oh, they're not showing the picture. It's whatever. It's not really that important. So yeah, that was a really good fight. Dude, Sharapoutin Magomedov is never going to be champion. They keep giving this guy lower and lower levels of competition. Every single time this dude fights, he's fighting terrible competition. And they're just acting like I fucking don't understand why they're giving this guy layups. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't understand why they're doing it. I don't know anyone who likes him. He looks like a Bond villain. The person I was watching it with said that he didn't look like a real person. His hair and his beard are different colors. It looks like he's wearing a wig with a fake beard. It's bizarre. But, whatever. Moving up. Petr Yan. This kid is good. Alright. Petr Yan versus Marcus McGee. Petr Yan gets the Osagari trip, the final round. But the second round, he looked like the best bantamweight on the planet. He looked like the best. He looked like he deserves to be in the top 5 of the GOAT list in that second round. In that second round, dude was top 5 in the GOAT conversation. All right? Top 5 all-time GOAT right here in the second round. Now, the third round, he might be top 1. He was fighting like Merab out there in round 3. He was going, ooh, needed the thigh. Marcus McGee was just fucking he was just standing against the cage like this for what felt like the entirety of the third round, as Petr Yan just knees him to the thigh, knees up top, knees him to the thigh for like 2 minutes, knees him up top once. And Marcus McGee was just like, I can't get kneed in the head here. I can't get kneed in the head, so I'm just going to wait until this dude tires out. What are you doing? You've lost the other 2 rounds. Maybe the first round was close. But I think he lost 30-27. But it might have been a 29-28. It doesn't really matter because Petr Yan didn't need to win the first round. No one thought he was going to win the first round probably. And I think he could have won the first round. So, yeah, Petr Yan is the second best bantamweight in the world. Merab is the best fighter of all time. I mean, let's be real. Merab is the best fighter of all time. That's all I want to say. I just want to... Merab Glaze start at 0-0-0. Merab Glaze ends whenever this video ends. I don't know. Robert Whittaker versus RDR. This fight also showed how good Merab is. No. Really, it showed how terrible middleweights are. How in the fuck is RDR beating anyone, much less Robert Whittaker? Let's be honest. I mean, I don't have enough space here to really act out how bad RDR fights. This dude basically had 3 moves unlocked in career mode and beat Robert Whittaker. All right? This dude... you can't really see. Hold on. Knee? Knee? That is basically how this dude fought for fucking 5 rounds against Robert Whittaker. Gets dropped incredibly bad. One of the worst knockdowns I've seen from someone who's won a fight. When he got dropped, I was like, there's no way he's winning this fight. There's no way he can win this fight after that. He grabs the gloves. Okay? Grabs the gloves. First round was Rob's round. I think Rob won the fight. To be honest, I do. I thought it was close. I thought you could give it 2-3 either way. I thought it was a close fight, but I thought Rob barely won. So, I'm not upset with the scorecard. I'm not saying it's a robbery, okay? Don't say that I'm saying that, because I'm not. I don't think it was a robbery. But how in the fuck is this dude winning against anyone? Okay, genuinely. Robert Whittaker, if this dude just learned how to slip a fucking jab, he would have killed Rainer de Ritter. But apparently, in his, 25 plus years of training martial arts, no one taught this dude how to slip a jab. He was just sitting there with his head here, just getting boxed in the fucking nose for 5 rounds, when almost any time that RDR threw a knee and he threw an overhand, he dropped him. Not really, but I mean, I think he only got like 1 or 2 knockdowns in the fight. He only got 1 knockdown. I think he might have gotten 2. I could be misremembering it. No, he kept landing the shot. That was like a concussive blow. And RDR was just like, oh, I guess I got hit. Let's just keep jabbing at range. With one of the worst jabs I've ever seen in my life, technically, it just works. I don't know what else to say. You gotta throw all logic out the window when you're picking for these fucking goofy goober fighters. I guess that's the new meta for MMA. Just look like you don't know what you're doing, and you'll win a fight. You'll win a fight. I guess. As long as you have no idea what you're doing in the octagon, you'll win a fight. MMA is regressing. I don't know what's happening. The middleweight division is fucking terrible. Probably the worst division in the UFC. I mean, it has to be now. How is this dude winning? How is this dude winning with 3 moves? This dude has 3 moves. Okay, he has a couple of clinch moves too. He basically has 3 moves at range. Jab, left knee, and he's southpaw, right? So jab, left knee, right jab, left knee, and then he has and then he could get into the clinch. Those are like his 3 moves. Those are his 3 moves that he has unlocked at range. And then once he's in the clinch, he has 4. He has knee, uppercut, body uppercut. That is all this dude has unlocked. It's so bizarre. And it's not like he's like so good with these moves either. Looks like he's out there fighting at like maybe half speed. Maybe. I'm being generous by saying half speed. This dude looks so slow out there just knee. I'll fucking throw a jab and knee. I'll just do that for 5 rounds against one of the best middleweights of all time. We got to talk about Robert Whittaker not being able to slip a jab his entire career. Because if this dude learned how to slip a jab, he'd be the best fighter of all time. He'd be the best fighter of all time if this dude just fucking learned how to slip a jab. All he has to do. That's all he has to do, and he's the best fighter of all time. But no. Middleweights can't slip a jab, apparently. Apparently, you could have Israel Adesanya out here in the Matrix. He's in the Matrix, dude. But you can't have Robert Whittaker fucking slipping a jab. No, that's unrealistic. That's unrealistic. Anyways, y'all. I'm not salty about... I seem salty, but I'm not salty about it. It's just like, how? How is this dude winning fights? How is Robert Whittaker one of the best middleweights of all time, and this dude doesn't know how to slip a jab? One of the slowest jabs I've ever fucking seen in my life. You could see him start to throw the jab like 2 seconds before he actually lands it. Like, how is this dude just winning fights? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, when he was grappling people, it's whatever. Because grappling, you could be the slowest, goofiest poke of all time. And guess what? You could still win a fight. But, whoa, that's weird. But when you're striking with someone like Robert Whittaker, and he's basically landing 1-2s on you, like it's no issue, and then he just never throws a 1-2 head kick, never slips a jab, and you get almost gifted a decision. I don't think it was a robbery. I'm going to make that clear. But you basically get gifted a decision because Robert Whittaker's been there, done that. They're not going to give him a decision in a close fight. They're not. And Rob needed to know that, and he didn't. He didn't know that. He was like, if I just get jabbed up for 5 rounds and land overhands once a round when this dude's going for his left knee, the only 2 things he throws, he countered the left knee even though he still got hurt by it every single time RDR threw it. He figured out how to counter that, but he couldn't figure out how to slip a fucking jab. That is my main point of the video. Peace out.